Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Wedding Band Guitar Player.
Mr. Wedding Band Guitar Player.
Any guitar player can rock a packed stadium, but it takes real talent to keep the Wyszynski reception going all night long.
Mazel tov.
Perched on the stage in your undersized tuxedo, you tirelessly churn out tunes from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s.
Keep on rocking.
Sound check? You don't need no stinking sound check.
No.
And even though you've never had groupies, you have bagged the occasional bridesmaid.
Never forget you.
So crack open an ice-cold Bud Light, guitar guy, because every wedding you go to, you're the real best man.
Mr. Wedding Band Guitar Player.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Every minute in America, cancer patients are told they've run out of treatment options and are advised to get their affairs in order. But you can change that. Lazarex Cancer Foundation gives hope, dignity, and life by providing financial assistance directly to cancer patients to help cover the cost associated with participating in a clinical trial. Give the gifts of hope and life. Donate to Lazarex Cancer Foundation today. At Lazarex Cancer Foundation, we believe that the end stage does not have to be the end. Find out more at lazarex.org.
To Radio V after that.
T Radio V.
There once was a pretty girl who had her mother's hair. She sank into a well and died. They found her in the care of Jesus, who was laughing at a joke she just told about going home to weed the garden. In summertime, the butterflies slept in the rain, with piggy banks full of all the money that she'd saved, selling lemonade to the reckless young boys. They never even knew she kept it. They never even knew she kept it. She steps into her moonlight. The star has gone astray. She knows no other highlight. A breezy leaf is swept away. They took her to the doctor. He listened to her heart. He said she'd better stay here for the benefit of art. But no one thought to take her home where she'd find no rest from evil and good in the bedroom. The next thing you know, she's knocking holes in the wall with powers that she had known not at all. But in quiet moments she never had to blink. She was killing all the time between us. She was killing all the time between us. She steps into her moonlight. The star has gone astray. She knows no other highlight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lime Colony to rock our worlds today in this really cold day. I can't believe it. Outstanding, you guys. Bravo.
Thank you.
Very, very good. You guys play very good. You know, you never know when you're in a live show how people are going to play because it depends on so many factors.
Right.
But you did a really good job. You approved. Thank you so much. And thank you for being in my show, first of all.
No problem.
Of course, if you want to see something, their work, videos, pictures, and everything, it's limecolony.com. Do we have that up, Robbie? Yeah, limecolony.com. It's a very easy one, too. You can memorize it. If I remember, you can, too, if you want to see videos and pictures. They're all here. I only remember two names, Tim and Earl. Who is Tim and Earl?
I'm Earl.
Okay.
That one's Earl. I'm Tim.
Okay.
I'm Will.
Will?
And Colin.
Colin. Okay. It's going to be hard for me to remember all the names. By the time the show finishes, probably I'll get it. So you guys met at a graduation party. Tell me a little bit the story, because it's so, interesting how people get together and connect.
Actually, we were in, Tim and I went to high school together in Vacaville,
California.
California, right up 80.
Right.
And, we kind of did music stuff in high school, not really this kind of stuff. We did more jazzy,
I don't
whatnot.
think either of us played guitar at
No,
that point.
no. And so Tim went off to college, and I went off to college, and
So you just kind of played for fun, not really professionally or
Yeah.
anything.
For grades. and-
yeah, yeah. No, and then when Tim came back, we were at a graduation. We were at his graduation party, and then it got nighttime. We kind of broke out some guitar and started singing, and we thought, hey, why don't we start a band? Because then Tim had moved to Berkeley, where I was living.
So wait, how old were you there? Like 20 or 18 or something like that, right?
Well, no, I was. What? I was.
I must have been 22.
I was
Oh,
24,
wow,
so he was
okay.
22.
Good.
And so we kind of started from there, and I started writing songs. Tim started writing songs, and eventually, Colin came on board.
How did you meet Colin? How did you guys
Col-
meet him?
Colin and I worked together.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
What instrument do you
Through
do? You
the
play any
workplace.
instrument, right?
Yeah, no, I'm just an entourage guy. I just I stand there. No, I play drums, and Tim and I were at a work happy hour, and locked eyes, and then it was history from there. No,
Ask for
I-
his
I just
number,
reined him
Facebook
in.
him.
yeah, no, I told him that I played drums, and so
Naturally,
it just
we
kind
asked him to play with us.
That was it. So then I met Earl later, and we just we initially played in Tim's cinder block, unattached garage in Berkeley.
Right. A lot of cardboard boxes.
A lot of cardboard boxes.
Wow.
It was not a classy start, but it was pretty cool. It was good group of guys, and then
And then Will.
And Will, what do you play or what do you do in the band?
I play bass,
Okay, good.
and Earl lived on the same street that I do in Berkeley, and
You guys lived in the same street. I mean, this is like really awkward.
Yeah,
Very
so-
You were
quaint.
like
Right.
neighbors, not friends, like
Very
neighbors?
quaint.
Yeah, so we were
I
just
had
neighbors.
Never met him before.
Yeah, and so we started. Both of our kids are the same age, and so we go
They
to the
have
bus
kids.
stop in the morning and drop the kids off, and we were
Gosh,
just
you're
kind of
like
like,
23.
hey,
I could never imagine you with kids.
Well, no, at that point I'm a little bit older, but
okay.
so we
You
drop
look very
our
young.
we drop our kids off, at the bus stop. We kind of say hi, and then at some point, I don't remember how, I learned that Will played bass, and so I asked him if he wanted to come play with us, and he seemed a little hesitant at first, but he came in, and it's been working great. So that was maybe 3 years ago now.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Now, let me
Must have
ask you this, okay?
Yeah.
Because I know that music, you really have to. It's not that okay. Play with us. We need a drummer. You really need to blend and connect.
Right.
Was
True.
this the case? Because it's really bizarre that all of a sudden you find somebody, and that person connects, and everybody blends in. This was a case.
Yeah,
That's a good question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was that I think we, with Will, it was more reputation. You knew of each other, maybe from being neighbors. But I was
Right,
gonna say
yeah.
we knew each other prior, and that was what
Okay.
Yeah,
that's-
I mean
kind
that's
the foundation.
that's definitely helped us to click, and we all kind of have different. We come from different sort of musical backgrounds too, which I think also helps.
to
us-
create different things and
Exactly.
bring different colors to the
right,
music.
Exactly.
As
Well, now
opposed
you
to
guys,
Discord.
both of you compose. You guys don't compose the music. You only just play, right?
No, yeah.
As of yet.
Well, I mean, we work out the arrangements together, right? Me and
Right.
Tim will, one of us will write a song, usually just on acoustic guitar. We'll bring it to the band, and then from there we'll kind of flesh it out and come up with an arrangement, and that's everybody working on that.
Wow, that's a lot of work. You guys are like a family. Like, do you fight and stuff? Because this is like a lot of like
Only Earl
teamwork.
and
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
fight
say,
with
it's-
Tim.
it's- They fight like a
Oh,
married
they
couple.
fight. They're like a married
Yeah.
couple. You're the children.
Yeah, we just-
get along well.
Yeah, we just ignore them.
We tell them it's not their fault.
That's
Ah,
nice.
that's cute. Okay, so because it's I mean, you compose, you play. How often do you guys play out there in the Bay Area or anywhere else?
Well, it kind of varies. Right now we're in studio. We're recording a new album, right? So we haven't been playing out very much lately. But when we are going, it's
Every couple of months.
Every-
we try not to do.
yeah,
I
every
mean,
month or
yeah,
two,
We
you
try
know.
to keep some space
yeah,
in between.
yeah.
Okay, and you
but,
have to rehearse and all that and get together,
yeah,
and everything has to
exactly.
coincide. It's like a little part-time job.
Yeah, no, it's definitely work, but it's
Pleasure, it's
good work,
creation. Yeah. Do we have time for another song? Let me see. 23. Yes, we do.
Absolutely.
Can we play another song before we roll with the commercials?
Yeah, sure.
This one's called "Thank You." This is
You're
one
welcome.
This is one that we're hoping to have on recorded soon. Too.
Yeah, so this is actually, we've never done this acoustic. I normally play.
Oh,
I normally
wow.
play
Okay,
electric
this is like a
guitar and it's all
premiere.
band.
Yeah.
Well, sort of.
Nice. Okay, I'm happy, thrilled.
All right. Thanks for the invitation to your party. You wrote it in cursive so I wouldn't know it was you. Thanks a million for driving me home so I could watch you leave. And though you slowed down at the light, you weren't fooling me. This is the part where we're gonna have some kind of an instrument playing. We're not sure how that's gonna go yet. Thank you for thinking of me on this day. The cider flows like wine. Snowflakes accumulate on our time. Taxes are due pretty soon. Gift wrapping in hand, he stays out of sight. He'll make this the end and call it a night.
Yay! You guys should be clapping over there. Come on, so serious. Very good, very good. I really like it. It's really indie rock, right?
Yeah.
I mean, would you classify in that, you
We
know?
are fairly independent.
Yeah. Entirely. Solely.
Yeah. We start with sort of a rock and roll, ideal, I guess, of guitar and singing.
Yeah, I mean, most of our songs are a little more. I mean, they're a little more electric. I mean, I play electric guitar normally.
Yeah.
And obviously bass and drums. So there is more of a rocky feel. It's not quite so folksy, but
So you mean you adjusted for the studio to play
yeah,
here
well,
live, right?
yeah,
I know,
exactly.
I know.
but
And
it's-
we're not going to bring everybody in, you know.
No,
changes,
I hear you.
changes a lot over time. I mean, going back when it was just you two, it was very folky, and then
Right, it
kind
was
of-
this.
Yeah.
and then
It
it's
was
kind of
this.
moved onward. It's just kind of like you said about different people bring different things to the table, and so they added me and drums, and that was a bit of a change, and they added Will on the bass, and so a lot of the songs that started one way
Yeah.
5,
And
6
then-
years ago are totally different now.
That's a long. That sounds like a long time.
It is a long time.
No, but you would say that, like, for example, generally, the majority of the songs are more like tranquil, or they're more upbeat.
They're more upbeat.
They're more
For
upbeat,
sure.
yeah. Because I saw a couple of videos there.
Yeah.
I thought they were upbeat, but I'm like, I saw just a couple, and I didn't hear all of them. So
We
Right,
do have
yeah.
some tranquility.
Yeah.
On our last album, it kind of ran a fairly broad spectrum.
Yeah.
But we do, obviously bringing in drums and having, when we're playing live, it definitely keeps probably a more upbeat,
okay,
rock and
Mhm.
roll
Mhm.
type sound.
Right.
got you. Now we have to go to commercials, unfortunately. 1 second, and we'll be right back in 2 minutes. This is Lime Colony Live. I shall return. Lost in Transition. Please stay tuned.
Uptown girl, she's been living in her uptown world. I bet she never had a backstreet guy. I bet her mama never told her why. I'm gonna try for her uptown girl. She's been living in her white bread world. As long as anyone would
No one loves do-it-yourself projects more than I do, but you never want to cut or drill into a wall without knowing what's behind it. That's why I choose Zircon Corporation. As the #1 electronic hand tool company in the world, Zircon Super Tools help keep me and my crew safe and out of harm's way. From stud sensors and laser levels to metal detectors and electrical wiring sensors, sturdy and dependable Zircon tools are all I use. So whether renovating or redecorating, ask for Zircon by name at your local home improvement store. And should someone say, "Haven't seen you in a while," tell them, "That's 'cause every time I come by, all the Zircon stud finders go off." Just kidding. Sort of. From odd jobs around the house to those bigger fall projects where you need a helping hand, it's good to know Zircon tools are within your reach and help you get the job done safely. Electronic tools are all they make, so they simply make them better. Remember, before any wall gets worked on, you'd better get a Zircon.
Exciting things are happening at Burger King.
Can I get one of those new strawberry and banana smoothies?
What did you say?
Hi, beautiful. May I please have a strawberry banana smoothie?
Megan.
Oh,
I'm sorry, David. We make them fresh every time with real fruit.
No problem, John.
The new Real Fruit Smoothies and Frappes. Come and get it at Burger King.
that's what I am. And when she knows what she wants from her
T Radio V.
and when she waits.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is Lost in Transition. TRadioV.com. Our 800 number is 877-699-4662. You can call the show and invite the guys out. You can like us on Facebook /TRadioV. Follow us on Twitter @TRadioV or Lost in Transition and Facebook or their website limecolony.com. That's very easy. If we have it up there, we can show it again. Like that people remembers with the visual part. If you don't have good memory, there you go. I'm very visual, so I always tend to put the visual stuff here. 4 beautiful men here in the studio. I've been single a long time, and I know, Tiffany, you want to hook me up with these little bands. You keep bringing bands. This is a way for you to get me to know people. Anyways, here they are live. So let me ask you a question. How often do you guys rehearse?
Weekly
Yeah.
is
Oh,
the
wow.
is the idea.
We go for once a week.
yeah,
Once a week? Like, what's how long?
Roughly 3 hours.
2-3 hours. Yeah,
Yeah.
depending on what we have coming up. I'd like to play more, but obviously we
Earl's always asking for us more
Yeah.
than once a week.
we all have day jobs and other commitments and things, so it's more difficult than I would like it to be to play
All of us,
more.
really.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't want to speak.
We would
for
all
anybody.
love for it.
Yeah.
All right.
Now let me go ahead.
No. He's just sandbagging the rest of us in front of everybody. It's fine. It's cool.
Now, well, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Do you guys think that you can live out of your music and succeed and have a job in this industry and live out of this? What's your opinion?
It's tough. I mean, just speaking for myself, it's pretty tough. I mean, we're there with. I mean, the benefit of playing locally is you meet a lot of other bands, but you also realize how many other bands are out there. I mean, just in San Francisco, where there's just a ton of bands here. So, I mean, I think it's the dream of every musician to be able to do that, but I think it would actually be pretty challenging.
I think it's more luck than anything. I mean, there are thousands of awesome bands in San Francisco, and
Alone.
What makes a difference of the ones that succeed and not for you under your point of view?
honestly, I have no idea. I think it's luck. I think you know people are out there getting exposure, you know, and I think just being in the right place at the right time. But
There are certainly things you can do
I hate
to
that.
improve
Being
it.
in the right place in the right time. What does that mean anyway?
Right.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, obviously you have to play out a lot and get some exposure, you know. You have to build somewhat of a following before anybody will really take you seriously. But yeah, we all four of us have, you know, actual professional jobs, you know, and me and Will have you know, families with offspring and whatnot.
I think they're called kids.
Yeah. So even to do some sort of a transition into full-time music would be complicated.
Spawn.
Right.
Broodlings.
What is your opinion, Will, about this?
I don't know. I think that, you know, the more successful bands seem to have been exposed to other bands that they've become friends with, and they all kind of organically get each other shows, and everyone plays out more and more until, you know, something bigger happens for one of them. But yeah, I'd say it's a combination of luck and just being out there and meeting people and seeing what happens.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your point of view?
I would say it's probably a synthesis of all of the rest. It's you know, you look around and see, even there are musicians who are doing what they do full time and aren't necessarily, you know, haven't made it big. So it's something that you can do. I think it's just a matter of whether you're comfortable making that making that commitment and making sacrifices.
Well, I believe that you can be awfully successful. So, you know, I want to keep listening to you guys. I think you have talent. And I think, for me at least, it's not about luck and about being in the right place, right time. I never understood this. I think that if you really believe in something and you keep going with it and you hang on to that, I think you can make it happen. Because, I mean, there's a lot of bands that play really good and really bad, and they succeed in some way. And this is my point of view, though.
Yeah.
If you play hard and you really believe and you hold on to your dream and you have no expectations, because I think that the problem of this industry, of, you know, the artistic industry, is everybody has high expectations and they want to make the money, and they want, if you have that vision that you're so attached to it, you kind of like fail just expecting that to happen. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
That's my point of view.
Yeah.
So I want to listen to you guys play more. Is that possible?
Yeah.
We can do that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So we're gonna play a song called "Please," and it's gonna be, again, hopefully on the new album we started recording.
I like the names. Thank you, please.
Yeah, we don't have a "You're Welcome" yet.
That's
Gratitude.
That's
Gratitude.
coincidence.
Appreciation.
That's all of it. All right.
Get close to that mic, girl.
Please tell me it's not true. The food I didn't chew. If I knew it made you angry, that's one dinner I'd undo. Please, don't tell me I'm broken, 'cause I've heard it before. I'm right as rain once I've woken. You're my cure for being bored. And if I was a writer, maybe I could explain all the thoughts inside my brain. If I talked any longer, it would still be the same. So I hope this mere catnap becomes a good night's sleep. I hope this mere catnap becomes a good night's sleep. Please tell me it's not true. The song I sang for you just wasn't to your liking. You said the verses wouldn't do. Please tell me it's not true. The song I sang for you just wasn't to your liking. You said the verses wouldn't do. So I'll sing you another off the top of my head, with a chorus that goes like this. I hope this mere catnap becomes a good night's sleep. I hope this mere catnap becomes a good night's sleep. I hope this mere catnap becomes a good night's sleep.
Awesome. I really like this song. Of the three of them, that were my favorite. This was my favorite one. Really nice. I don't know if you guys warmed up or what, but it was a really good song. It was a really, really good song. Now let me ask you guys this: what is your influence? What are your influences in music?
Primarily, it would be other music. I don't know. I mean, that sounds maybe contrived, but
No, that's perfect.
I
Like
think
who?
that's-
Give me
that's where
bands
it
or
starts.
musicians.
Yes, so like I said, we all come from different musical backgrounds. So like for example, I grew up listening to like Frank Zappa, Alan Parsons Project and stuff.
some stuff on the borders
Yeah.
of yeah.
Right, and
And he
it
brings
wasn't
that every
until-
day.
Every day.
Wasn't until sort of later in my life that I kind of got into more popular type music, like indie rock. And
What was it that you said that you thought about Frank Zappa when you were growing up? Do you remember?
Oh, I thought Frank Zappa was like the coolest guy.
You thought he was
rock star,
a
long
rock-
hair,
the
he's got the
number
Fu
one
Manchu,
rock star, right?
Like, he is just a rock star, right?
Yeah.
And now I see him, and he's just like this total
And
dork
you're-
on
'cause
stage.
you just yeah, of course, that happens. You were young.
It says a lot about you, Earl. I'm just kidding.
But wait a second. Like, when you started playing indie music or the music that you played, what was your like band that you said, "Wow, I like that. I want to make that. I want to," or it just came out you guys composing and playing? And how did this occur? You know what I mean?
It's a pretty simple answer, I think.
That he doesn't want to give.
No, we'll get
No, I
no.
don't mind giving
It's
it.
yeah. So I think the one band would probably be it's a band called Clem Snide, which was a band that I found out about when I was in college and through just a relative giving me a CD. I gave Earl a mixed CD, and then we started listening to it a lot together.
And so that's
I was
kinda-
gonna say an S load. I didn't know if I should use that word.
So I mean, yeah, that kind of forms the bedrock for the beginning of the band, right? And that's they're kind of a folky, rocky sort of band, and so most of our original stuff, from when we started, is more in that style, right, with the harmonies and things. So that's, I mean, if I'd have to say number one influence, it'd be that.
Okay.
But we don't speak for everyone.
Right, obviously,
Yeah.
No, how did you guys
Will
came
and
along?
Cole.
Like, what music would you be influenced by before you joined them?
I listen to mostly kind of progressive rock and both kind of old and new progressive rock a lot. My sister got me into Tool, which is why I started drumming. So when I came to play with them, which was the first kind of real band outside of college that I had played in, they were obviously coming from a very different place, and that's not the kind of stuff that immediately kind of dovetails very well. But it ends up coming together really nicely because I think they got me to mellow out a little bit of what I was kind of into, and I guess would like to think that they kind of picked up a rockier tone than they had initially based on that fact. So that's kind of where I came from, and I think it could be said that Will comes from a different place still.
Right. Okay, good. Do we have time to play? No. Do we have time to play another song?
You got out of it.
Or not?
We
No.
did. Dodge
Okay, so
that-
you know
dodge
what?
that bullet.
Let's roll the commercials early, and then we play full song because I don't want them to like be in a rush or anything. Can we do that, please? You guys look a little bit nervous. Are you good today? Yes. This is a heartbeat that I'm listening to. Is it your
That's a
heartbeat,
head
Justin? What is that? Oh, it's Smooth Criminal. You scared me. I thought it was your heartbeat, Justin. I see you a little bit sad today. Are you okay? You're okay. Okay. He's so sincere. I love him. This is Lost in Transition, ladies and gentlemen. I shall return with Lime Colony. Please stay tuned.
What if we could capture style and hold it in a bottle? What if heritage and promise could be entwined? What if personality, audacious, passionate, unique, subtle, mysterious, was revealed from one bottle to another by a number until it was all held within a limited collection of fine wines? The answer to these questions is JCB, a new way of thinking about wine, a new way of exploring taste and style. Personally crafted by Jean-Charles Boisset, the innovative JCB collection brings together two worlds of winemaking, old and new. With this collection, Jean-Charles celebrates his French heritage while embracing his passion for California. Each wine is a limited edition production and named with a number that symbolizes important ideas, passions, and moments in his life and wine career. Explore the collection at JCB Tasting Room, located on Healdsburg Square, or in the appointment-only JCB Lounge at Raymond Vineyards in Napa Valley. Each location offers wines by the glass or in traditional tasting flights that include the JCB collection, as well as selections from the Boisset family of wineries from Burgundy and California. For more information or to book a tasting appointment, visit jcbwines.com. JCB Wines, celebrating time, embracing style, transcending terroir.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Way Too Much Cologne Wearer.
Mr. Way Too Much Cologne wearer.
Like a bullhorn, your cologne announces your every arrival, 4 blocks before you get there.
But here he comes now.
Here a splish, there a splash, everywhere a splish splash. You don't stop till every square inch of manhood is covered.
Everywhere a splish splash.
Overslept and haven't got time to shower? Not to worry. You've got 4 gallons of cologne and a plan.
Going on.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, Mr. Way Too Much Cologne Wearer, because we think we smell a winner.
Mr. Way Too Much Cologne wearer.
T Radio V.
I never understood what the heck he was saying in this song. I Googled him like a million times. Annie, won't you stay? Put it a little bit louder. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? I mean, do you realize that they're saying this? Anyhow, this is Lost in Transition, TRadioV.com, our 800 number 877-699-4662. You can like us on Facebook.com/TRadioV. Follow us on Twitter at TRadioV or Lost in Transition in Facebook. I'm the only one aging, apparently, because these guys are almost my age and they look all so young. It's ridiculous. I've been living clearly in the wrong country. Anyhow, can we play another song? We'll fade Michael Jackson out.
We can play another song.
Michael Jackson is out of style, so now it's Lime Colony.
Taking over where he left off.
Picking up the mantle.
All right, ready? Her man's been gone for nearly a year. He was due home yesterday, but he ain't here. Her man's been gone for nigh on a year. He was due home yesterday,
but he ain't here. Did your mom hang up when she heard it was you? You ran off to marry and told precious few. That was me. True that she yelled and that's why you flew. So did she hang up when she heard it was you? When Daddy was home, he was always drinking, and then he'd pass out of alcohol reeking. So you sat in your room and you started to thinking about Daddy and how he was always drinking. Well, you met her in a bar in the corner crying. Her friend had been shot, she said she was dying. And you didn't care because you were just trying to make her dig you and to stop all this crying. Well, you ran off to Vegas to a serial wedding. What concerned you the most was the motel's bedding. And you didn't go into what you were heading after this honeymoon stay and a 30-block wedding. Did your mom hang up when she heard it was you? You ran off to marry and told precious few. And now Hollywood's calling and there's none but you. So did she hang up when she heard it was you? Did she hang up when she heard it was you? Did she hang up when she heard it was you? Did she hang up when she heard it was you? Did she hang up when she heard it was you? Did she hang up when she heard it was you?
Jesus Christ, praise the Lord. How do you remember all the lyrics of these songs? Seriously. I would be doing like this.
Honestly.
Sincerely, I play the guitar and I do compose my music just for myself. Okay,
Really?
no, but for everybody else. But when I do it, I always have to look at the lyrics. I don't remember them. How do you guys, how many songs have you composed so far?
Well, what's the do you know what row we're on?
30, 40.
We have a spreadsheet somewhere.
Baby cakes. Lean into the
my
mic.
God.
No joke.
Into the mic. Here we are.
30
Yeah.
songs, and you remember all the lyrics of these songs.
Well,
entirely.
Not always.
Yeah.
What happens when you don't?
Things come into rotation, I think, and so of the ones that we play more frequently, there are maybe 15 to 20. Is that accurate?
But
Yeah,
that's
at
what I
any
pushing
given
it.
time. Yeah, I mean we don't have our whole catalog, ready at any given time, but
It would take me at least 1 minute.
But wait a second. Okay, wait. This is my question. You go on stage.
Yeah.
Not only that, you're a little bit nervous because you're about to play. Because, I mean, come on. No matter how successful you are, you have that butterfly in your stomach, right? I mean, does this happen to you guys?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so you're about to play. and you know all the songs. I mean, do you prepare the songs before you play? Obviously, you know
Yeah.
what songs comes after which one.
Mhm.
So you start. What if did you ever have like a panic attack that you didn't remember the lyrics on stage?
Well, we occasionally do forget lyrics, or we'll sing them wrong, and it usually just results in us kind of looking at each other and
We forget
giggling. And
notes.
then,
Yeah, I think you have to kind of learn to love the little flubs and stuff here. And I've like thrown sticks while we're playing on accident, and
Oh, you just
That's
roll.
the drummer's version of forgetting
forgetting the lyrics, forgetting to hold the thing that hits the drums. Yeah, but you just kind of I think for the most part you just kind of laugh it off, and for the most part people don't either notice or care.
Right? They don't notice.
So maybe
Yeah,
it's once you stop caring that you can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
then you
stop
won't
caring.
have to
You just
care.
go with the flow of things.
Exactly,
That's perfect.
exactly.
And the good thing is that you both sing. So if one forgets, the other
Oh,
one is
yeah.
there to back
Right
you
there.
up.
I'm dumping
kind of
off
thing,
my
you
workload
know?
onto Earl all the time. No,
Well,
not
but I
really.
mean, the good thing is that you compose your own music, and you know that it's coming from your soul. So you're just like kind of like you remember you kind of like have to remember it because it's your own creation.
I think that
kind
helps
of
to
thing.
some extent. Yeah. But for newer songs, there's definitely a lot of memory loss early on when we're like
A lot
when
of
the
memory loss. How cute.
I guess memory loss is a weird way to describe it, but yeah, for newer songs, it's different. It's for the things that we play a lot. I think it just becomes ingrained.
Now, only with 3 hours a week, you guys remember the songs, or you guys practice at home, and then when you jam together.
A little of both. I mean, there's playing at home, but it's
I mean, for the most part, it's just repetition.
It's
you know,
repetition, yeah.
Before any song, comes out of our practice space, we've played it through 50 times,
Okay,
And
yeah.
Maybe
so,
more.
So that,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Oh,
But
I'm
yeah,
so
that
sorry,
kinda
honey. I
helps
need
it stick.
2,000. So I don't know what that means in your language.
All right. Well, like for example, that last song we did was one of our oldest songs, right? So we've been playing that for
a long
what,
time.
6 years now, 5-6
Yeah.
years.
Okay, it would be nailed down there.
So that one we don't forget, but like the first one we played is pretty new, and we were going
Second
through
one.
The one,
Second
please,
one.
please.
Second
that-
one.
And
that
Please is
song
pretty
is
new.
new.
The one
Please
no,
is new, and Thank You are new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like
The
please.
gratitude and what do you call them?
Oh, I don't know. We were just making up synonyms over here.
Gratitude. That's cute.
We went through a little phase where neither of us could remember. We'd forget a whole verse, and so it would just be blank. We would just be playing our instruments, and then
Well, that's good. Yeah, you just
Drop
go with
that.
the flow.
Yeah.
Do we have time? Well, we have time for another song. 3 more minutes. I know, 3 more minutes. Do we have 3 more minutes?
I see what you're saying.
Okay, guys.
We didn't credit the
big clock
intro
that
of
you
our
see
song.
up there, it just tells you in 3
Yeah.
minutes.
we'll do one more song, but before we do, we just wanted to credit the great band The Who for giving us the introduction to that last song before we started playing our guitars.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay.
This is the first song that Tim ever wrote, so we've been playing this for a long time too. On the album, it's got saxophone and all this other stuff.
Earl's gonna keep telling us the story.
Tell us the story,
play the
Earl.
guitar.
Let's make it it's a spoken word experience.
Thanks for your Budapest card. I know that the language is hard. I hope that the soccer news is good. And you say there's no way you'll leave, that you're stuck in pornography. You're lucky that bed still holds your weight.
in a room of piano keys. 5 flowers for dignity. We're just hours from finding our way home. I'll see you in Budapest. I'll see you in Budapest. I'll see you in Budapest. I like that, Earl. I'll see you in Budapest. I'll see you in Budapest. I'll see you in Budapest.
Bring it home, Earl.
Right on, ladies and gentlemen. I know we gotta zoom out of here. I'm so sorry that we gotta leave. It was a really good session. I really liked it. You played very well.
Thank you.
Thank you for having
And-
us.
No, please. Thank you. And I can't keep going because there's another show coming in. It's On the Bus with Grateful Dawn and Sugar Mag Marla. I'm so sorry that I'm stealing a couple of minutes, but I love this band. It's great. Remember, limecolony.com if you want to check their website. Shows, videos, CDs, everything there, right?
And we've got
Thank
the
you.
Facebook and the MySpace and the
Everything.
Bandcamp
We've got
and
it
the
all.
Reverb Nation. And
You're everywhere.
Thanks
everything
again
you
for
can-
having us.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
No,
Yeah, thank
please.
you.
Thank you. Have a beautiful day. I love you all. I shall see you tomorrow, 11:05 in Lost in Transition.
Maybe I've forgotten the name and the
T Radio V.